Okay, so we're resuming in a minute from our what seems like the umpteenth break, which is a good thing. We're mid-position as far as the stacks go here. This one here we need to double up to be average. No real rush, although I think we're only going to have about 15 blinds when it restarts. This is actually Pete's table on the tournament down here which I'm playing. Just thought I'd get him up here so I can see how he's getting on. He is already in the money as far as the free roll goes. But, I think he's just cementing his place. So, I mean, we know this chap's gone all in with some strange hands. I mean, he was low, so ace 10 suited isn't that bad. So it's not worth me risking him. He could have anything. I'm on the button. I think if we get involved now with only 2 cards, probably have to just put all of our chips in the middle at some point. I wonder sometimes if people get confused with the fact that the blinds are so large, but only because the chip stacks were large to start with. They see they're putting £1,000 chips in, and they think, "Oh, we must get busy." Okay, so some bold people may shove here because he would open so light. I want to see a flop. I don't want to raise and lose more chips, so I'm going to call this one. Likely call and check. Ace kind of maybe gets me into trouble, but I have to just assume that he's not got an ace. If he does something silly, then that's fine. This is better than hitting an ace for me. I'm happy with that. So I will just check to him. He could have an overpair. This guy could have everything, so I kind of need to make a decision. I'm either going to just be check calling to lose a load of chips, or need to make a decision to actually put some in at some point. So I put some in now, and maybe want to give myself a tough decision in a minute when he goes over the top. That's fine, that's good. Yeah, it would have been a tough decision if it'd gone over the top. Obviously anybody with a big hand does that same min raise on the button, and so you have to start thinking, has he actually got a hand? In that case, in that scenario, he didn't have a hand, or didn't have a made hand that hurt my ace 10. This one here, I'm now, same thing's happening here. I'm kind of just clicking buttons and folding a lot and not really doing a lot. I probably need to win a hand at some point, otherwise I'm not going to get any respect. I'm happy with that, but I went because, as I said before, you see the first card and then you think, oh, yep, but that's not too bad. So this is quite an interesting one. This is it's just 50-50 for me. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I'll have to decide. It'd be nice if somebody else goes in as well, especially if it's T-Bow, because then I can easily fold. But I've got a decision on this one. It's not too bad. I think I got a call, really. I'm beating a lot of pairs in as far as races go. This one here, I'm just going to open shove. So I think it's likely I'm going to call this. Sometimes I muff the guy. Oh, I'd love to go all in there, but yeah, standard. That's a shame. I don't play poker all the time, but because of the team challenge, I've been playing poker a lot, and the amount of times that people are just going crazy with king, queen suited, it is starting to grate a little bit. But it happens. So he did a very, very, very awful shove, and got paid. And yeah, that river was a bit poo, but nothing less than I expected. And again, I could raise. Shouldn't be playing too many hands. Only Martin really worries me. If I wasn't with you guys, I would be raise calling Martins, but I think in this instance I'll be raise folding. So I'm just hoping that the fact that I don't shove means I get some action. God. So this is what I needed. So this is cool. This is nice. And the frustrating thing is that I can't take his bounty. But the good thing is I can probably take some of his chips, so I probably need to bet out a bit here. I hit the dream flop. That's the perfect flop for me. So what a twit I'd be now if I lost all my chips against the guy with the cards that he had that took all my chips. Oh, so people going all in with cack. Look at that, beautiful. That's Pete's table. So I want to see a flop, but I can't really give him much credit for much. as fate would have it, I wouldn't be surprised if I lost all my chips in this hand. So I guess that's better than hitting a king or a queen against ace king or ace queen. So I wonder if I can get him off it or hit. And I think that's what I need to go for. So the semi-bluff here, he clearly can fold, but I wonder if he will. Interesting. So that's a shame. So I lost a shitload of my chips. I think it was a fair thing to do. So I'm not too worried about that. Didn't expect him to be as strong as he was. I mean, that's twice now that in the same positions, different people, that the only real chunks that I've been taken out of my stack are from people hitting a set of jacks. So it doesn't happen too often, so I can't complain. But now I've got a lot of work to do. And maybe this is the hand to lose the rest of them with. Let's stick them all in. Unfortunately, I got a bounty, and this is the thing, when your bounties are much more fun when you got a lower stack. That's helpful because he doesn't have to have a monster. So that's kind of cool. Just need to dodge the rest of them, and that's really beautiful. That gets me back in there, and also takes a chunk out of this tit. So tempted to shove, probably not now. I think that would have been a shove if I hadn't had the open there. It might have. I mean, remember, this guy is opening all the time, so maybe it should shove anyway. But no, I don't want to. Okay, so we're resuming in a minute from our what seems like the umpteenth break, which is a good thing. We're mid position as far as the stacks go here. This one here we need to double up to be average. No real rush. Although I think we're only going to have about 15 blinds when it restarts. Yeah, so I'm below 10 big blinds now, so it really is shove mode. Hopefully you get an ace. I think even if I'm raised into... if somebody shoves, I'll have a choice. I'll have a decision with a king or an ace, but any min raise I'll probably just go over the top with pretty much any two cards. So many times you just need to shove. So I finally got my shoving hand here. Might be a bit too late, but let's do it. Fold that in the meantime. So what shit are we going to get now? Let's have a look. Probably I'm going to go for ace 7, and I'm going to say he hits 2 7s. I'm one for off. Ace queen. Oh, hello. So that's a shame. I'm out of this one, 23rd. So I might have made the free roll, but I might not have. Meanwhile, yeah, this is an easy shove, isn't it? Oh, that's a shame. I don't think. I think giving him a flop would have been the wrong thing to do. What a shame. I've got a hand that. Shame that it's not the next hand, but never mind. At least this is a genuine hand to get my 5.5 big blinds in, and I'm bound to get some action from somebody. Hopefully they don't hit their 30-40% with a higher card. Worst case scenario is he shoves now and they're both cool. It's good if I hit him in the hand, but obviously it decreases my chance of winning it. Don't know what he's playing at. May mind it, mate. I've got no other choice but to... That's quite a good decision. It's going to be quite a big sort of double troubler if he does fold and I do win. But you kind of think that maybe now you might see jacks up to aces and good game. Well, he showed an ace, which helps me out as far as that's concerned. So he's got 2 cards, not 6 cards. Nope. Perfect. I think it was actually only 5 cards he had. So that's just ideal. And now everyone's going to be after this £12, this $12.50 of Martin's. I don't know what he's playing at. Maybe he's gone to bed. Oh, interesting hand. I can't really... I don't know. It's a tough one. 13 big blinds. I'll get called by so many other races. I've now taken a little bit of time so that people might be thinking, oh, you made a decision to make. I don't know, it is raise or fold for me there. Now I wish it was a raise, but I don't know, I think it's just, I don't particularly want to lose with a raggedy ace, but I think it probably would have been the best thing to raise it up. Don't know, do let me know. fruity. So this is good enough for me. I do expect the same thing to happen. I mean, this is just as shit as ace-5 really, but this makes it a little bit harder for me to shove. Or does it make it easier for me? I don't know. I'm first to act. I could even call, to be honest, and leave myself 10 and see if he shoves. Oh, I'm tempted to actually call here. I don't think I get past 2 people, and I don't think I've got a better hand than these 2 people yet. So I'm just going to call. And so now, yeah, I feel like I've wasted a bit, but not too worried. I wonder what happened there. So there's a fold. So yeah, I'm not really beating anything. He's capable of having shit, and I could call, and I wouldn't call. I'd be shoving if I do play. But no, obviously I'm not winning this hand. Didn't hit anything that I wanted to. Maybe the fold would have been a better option there, but I don't think the shove would have really. It's up to me, isn't it? Really, if I want to double up or lose, then I'd make that choice. But no, this is still a weakish ace, but it's good enough for me to say goodnight on this game. And especially now that we got the button raised means nothing at all. This chap, though, does have a say in the matter. He doesn't see me, I'm not here. He just sees that as a very weak play. So he doesn't need that big a hand to go over the top. And obviously he's got more chips than him, so he covers him completely. So whatever he does, it will look strong. But it doesn't have to be. So I'll be shoving. And even against the pair, low pair I'm looking okay. So it's just a matter of time. Always a chance that he does actually have a good hand, but yeah, so he's gone all in. Now, I do have a decision here. I've got 2 of them, fold or call. And I think I got a call because I think he knows that this guy's not doing a lot. I could just be up against kings and queens again or something silly like that, but for me this is definitely a call. And it's a bit of value again. It's not too bad. So I didn't get there, so that's me done in this one. But that was what I expected. He didn't have a very strong hand. He made it look like he had a bit of a decision. He didn't really have a decision. He knew he had a better hand than him. Admittedly, he probably got a couple of hands better than ace jack to fold, but at the end of the day, I was out-pipped. 87 got me $41, and I already had 30, so that's $72 from a $22 buy-in. So that's just great, isn't it? You beat thousands of people and you win enough for a meal out. But no, that's all good. Very happy with that. Now let's just see if I can do something in this other game. I think it's very easy to get yourself into this sort of position in a tournament if you either don't pay attention or set your sort of sights too high with what cards you play. This is a tournament where I lost quite a lot of chips betting with a flush draw that never came. So obviously I gave it a bit of a go, didn't get the cards I needed, and out of every tournament that has well, 22,000 runners, 21,000 have got to lose. So it's gonna happen occasionally. Hopefully I can double up a couple of times and actually compete. So ideal situation for me. I can shove a king on the yeah, standard. Shame he's got a 6, and now he's got an ace to go with it. So yeah, all out. So they're happy that I'm out. Oh no, I did my steps. That's what it means. I've done something. Yay! And that's me done. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'm sure this will be up on Crack Kings at some point, and you can all have a giggle and let me know what you think.